Okay, guys, let's keep going with our arcade game development project. So let's click on the Space Defender folder that I have on my desktop, right click on it on the index.html file, and then open with, and then we open it with VS Code. So we are back inside VS Code. Let me clean a couple of things. Let me click on the index.html file, and then I can click on show preview and see a preview of the game. If you don't see that menu item, it's because you maybe don't have the extension preview, which is this one, preview, and it should be named live preview from Microsoft. Just press and install and you're good to go. All right. So what we want to do today is actually a scoreboard for our game. So every time we hit a an asteroid, we get 10 points. And every time an asteroid hits us, we should lose 5 points. It's easy win. Like, yeah, we are building an easy, very easy game. So we could in future add different levels of difficulty if you want, but for now I think it's pretty fine. All right. So we have a couple of things to do. Right now we have a single file where we have the entire HTML and all the script. So the entire code is inside one file, which is fine for now, but we could do a bit better if we separate all the files. So we move the logic inside the JavaScript file, and we keep the HTML inside the HTML file. That's going to be better. All right, so it's going to be better even for our model that won't have to deal with the HTML, but only with logic. So maybe it will start stopping messing up with our code. All right, so the first thing you want to do is right click on this, left click on this one, new folder, and create a JS folder. Then grab everything you see inside the script tag. So this is a tag in HTML. You can grab everything in here. So from the beginning of the tag without including this tag down until the end of the script tag without including the script tag. So you press Ctrl X to cut everything, and then you go inside the folder JS and you create a file. You can name it as you wherever you want. I will call it main.js, main.js, and then inside this file I will do Ctrl V. So I did paste everything. So we have the logic inside this file, main.js, and the index.html file. Now we'll only have to reference that additional file. We can do that with the source attribute, and then dot slash, we have the JS folder, and then main.js. All right, so if we refresh the page, everything should be uh, working fine, and it is. I can shoot projectiles and destroy asteroids. Okay. Next, what we want to move the CSS file. So the CSS style needs to be in a dedicated folder as well. So we do styles, and then style.js. Oh, sorry. Press F2 and say CSS. And then we grab everything we see inside the style tag this time. We cut that, pressing Ctrl X. Then we go inside the file and paste everything using Ctrl V, or right click on the screen and you will see paste right here. Okay, so let me save this file. Let me go back where the style tag was. So now the style tag is empty, and we can just add the reference link to the style.css that we created just a second ago. All right, so we have a folder that I called styles. So I keep that, styles. Yeah, we lost all the images now. That's pretty common because the images are inside a different folder, but we are referencing these straight from the previous file, so where index and the images were at the same level. But now we have the style inside style.css, so we need to move into the parent folder and then select the images folder. So this is not going to work anymore. And that should be it. The asteroid and then our spaceship were still working just because we referenced the images straight from another website. So that's gonna be like fine. All right. So now that we have three different files, one for each piece of our code, the next step that we want to do is to move inside continue. Let me open a new session, and then I can pass to continue the entire folder, so everything we have in here, or just about what I need. In this case, what I want to do is actually add the scoring board to our game logic. So I want to see something above here, right in the top of the screen. And it should just say the points that we have every time we hit something. So every time we hit an asteroid, we get 10 points. And if we hit directly with our spaceship, one of them, we lose 5 points. All right. So let's open up continue and press the @ and save files. And I want to pass the main.js file and the index.html file and say, can we add a score board at the top center of the game screen every time we hit an asteroid? We earn 10 points, and if an asteroid we hit an asteroid, we destroy an asteroid, we earn 10 points, and if an asteroid hits us, so our spaceship, we lose uh, 5 points, we say. All right, let's try. So I'm using what model? I want to use Llama 3.1 8 billion parameters, so it's the 8B. Let's click that and then press enter to send our prompt. Let me move the game on the left, on the right actually, and we keep this in the center. All right. So I keep doing the same thing we did last time. Hopefully uh, with less pain. I mean, I won't read the code. I will just apply everything it gives me. Um, Considering that might be good or might be bad. So make sure your file was saved so you can press Ctrl Z to revert the latest change and keep the game working fine. So let's see what is its suggestion. So the first thing it says is to update the index.html file and then the main.js file. Okay, in the index file, it wants to have a score container like that, and it is just above our game container, and then the rest should be pretty much the same. So let me open the index.html file and go back to continue and click here, and I'll do apply. So this is actually fine. It's not a big change. So just remove one space and then update these from just the game container to the game container plus the scoring container. Okay, so let's accept everything and that's fine. Next, we want to move inside the main.js file. So we don't need anymore the index.html file, it's fine. We press again continue, we scroll down, and here we have the updates that we have to make to the main.js file. It should be one block only, so let's see what it does. All right, so I put my cursor at the top of the editor and then I press apply. Might take might take few seconds or a minute, depending on how much resources you have. So if you cannot run a Llama safely, just keep going and use ChatGPT. That's fine as well, or any other AI interface that you might be exposed to. Okay, so what we have, I lose points when hit by an asteroid. Okay, so it seems that we have a bunch of changes. As I said, I won't review the code. I will just accept that as it is. So accept that, whatever it is doing. Let's scroll down. The game's keep working, so that's good sign. Did you accept this? Then we need to accept these. I think it did everything already. Let's save, and I, I'm quite sure this is accepted. All right, let's try. I cannot see the scoring board actually. I don't see anything in on the screen. Let me refresh the page. Yeah, still nothing, but I didn't need anything. Let me try to kill some asteroid. Well, I don't see anything. So let me go back in the main.js file and let's close this. Scroll down. Let's see if all the changes were applied or not. I think so. All the changes are in place. So, what we need to do very quickly, hopefully, let's open, where are you? Let's open the preview. Let's open that in the browser. Maybe we have a scoring board, but it's not visible on the screen for any reason, probably because one piece is above the other. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. Let me inspect the page very quickly and see where is the scoring board. So it seems that we have a scoring board right here on the left, but we cannot see anything that is inside, which is for now just scored 0. I think there is a problem with CSS. Let me just try one thing. I know you don't know anything about coding. That's fine. Don't worry. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. So I'll try to edit this piece of code. So I'll select this from the inspector. How have this been open on the screen? Just right click on the screen, go on inspect, and you will see this popping up. It might be on a different position compared to mine. You maybe have that right here on the bottom. That's fine too. If you move your cursor around this part of the screen, you see that things start flashing and gets highlighted. So you highlight this core container or wherever is its name, and then you move on the right here where you see element.style and then a pair of curly brackets. So now in here, I'll just type color and I'll try a light color because the screen is dark. Maybe the color of the text is still dark, so dark over dark and nothing appears. So we have a score, you see on the screen here, we have score 0. So that's fine. That's what we wanted to see. But I was expecting to see that up here. That's what I said. But the AI didn't catch that. Oh my God, we have a bunch of yeah, you see, we have points, and we are losing points every time something hits us, and they were quite too much for us. Let's try again. I did refresh the page. Let me do a couple of changes so we know where is the scoring board. So this is the score container, and then we have a score. So I'll grab this text, just score, and I'll move inside the editor. let me move this on another screen. So I'll go inside the style.css file and I'll scroll down at the bottom, and then I'll do hash score, and then I'll do tag color, sorry, white. Okay. So we see score, this is score 0 on the screen. It's fine. It's not up here. We will ask that in a minute. Just for now, let's see if the game works fine. All right. So let's refresh the page once more and try to destroy some asteroids. Okay. Let me click inside the screen. I did destroy one asteroid. Another one is 20 points. I think I'm losing points every time one of the asteroids doesn't actually hit me, but goes behind me. So if I pass over the asteroid, I'm not even getting negative point, which is just fine. Let's kill some of these asteroids. Well, we need to kill more than just few. Well, the game is not that easy at this point because if we miss one of the asteroid, we lose 1 point, which might be what we want or might be not. So you can, if you want, keep iterating and prompting AI to help you making the necessary changes that you want to the game logic. And when you are happy, you just play with it, I would say. I think that's working quite fine. Just one more change. So the scoring board is on the left instead. I want that to appear on the top, just above my game container. So let's ask these to the AI assistant and see what it does. It should be as like an overlay. Let's give this as a context to continue. And let's say, hey, you see my CSS, um, the scoring board or score container, what was his name? Score container, okay, appears on a side next the game container. Instead, I want the score board with score container to be shown at top of the screen um, as an overlay to the game container. All right, let's try this. I hope this makes sense to the AI assistant. So to achieve this, you'll need to modify your HTML and the CSS code. Okay. What did you change in the CSS code? In the HTML code, I cannot see anything different. And then we have a couple of changes here in the CSS. So let's try them. I'll just apply, yeah, whatever we got. So you see the scoring board is up here now, score container. So at least we know it was moved, but let's accept the changes. Oh, what did you do? What do you dare? He tried to remove the image, I think. Let's try again. Yeah, that we have the game container, the image is here. Then it is removing what? That's the asteroid, and then now it's the projectile, and the asteroid was moved down here now. All right, so we have to accept all these changes to understand if it messed up with our code or if actually he did the fix. All right, let's save these. Let's refresh the page. And we actually lost pretty much everything that we have. Let me just apply that again. Just because I can't believe this is actually failing to fix this easy bug. Well, let's try again. Maybe I did miss something when I applied that. The Spidey should be quite straightforward because it says here rest of the styles, keep them as they are. Then we don't have a score container, so we can add that. Let me just apply these changes manually. So if I have a score container right here, you see that is applied now, and it is above my game container. So that is now working. Yeah, okay, we have the score container. However, yeah, that's gonna be fine, I think. It's up here on the top, and if the game is played from a narrow viewport, you will likely see this scoring board overlap our game container. In fact, if we spec the page and we reduce the size, vertical size of our window, you see that this is moving up here. Okay, that's it for this video. I think that's pretty much fine what we wanted to do. We achieved that. However, in the next video, I want to add some effects. So when we shoot something, we want to hear the projectile leaving the spaceship, so chum, something like that. And then we want to hear noise when we destroy one of the asteroids, so like some explosion effect or wherever you want. After that, I think we could use the score to simulate a different level. So when we reach 1,000 points, for instance, we could, for example, change the background image so that the player has a feeling that the level changed. Maybe we could even increase the speed of the asteroids or wherever we want. All right, so that's it for this video. If you like the video, like it. If you have anything to say, leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next video where we actually start having more fun and generating more images and doing more things. All right, see you later, guys. Cheers.